Well, give me the gory details.
You want the gory details? Yeah?
I want all the gory details.
Tell her all the gory details, you snake.
Hear the gory details.
Not the gory details.
Gory detail with which you speak.
Call you later with all the gory details.
All right, just give me the gory details.
With all the gory details.
Don't have to recount all the gory details.
They're not wanting to hear the gory details, I guess.
Spare me.
Spare me.
Not a lover's quarrel, pal. Spare me!
Spare me the fucking details. boy. Feels good to be out of that coffin. Oh, hey, that's me. Let's get gory. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and ghouls, ghosts and goblins. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sean Gory, and I'll spare you the gory details. And I'm dead excited to be here with you all this evening for our Werewolf Wednesday program. Oh, not completely frozen for you? Yeah, Tawdry, that's on you, buddy. I'm still sitting very pretty at 0 frames dropped, so that is on you. Yeah, but I'm dead excited to be coming from you from our Werewolf Wednesday broadcast, where we're coming to you from a little bit of Halo Infinite. We'll be doing some more Forge, trying to recreate Nacht der Untoten from Call of Duty Black Ops, World at War, and Black Ops 3. That's kind of what the plan is here. My hair is all over the place today. I'm just gonna go right for the hat. We're going right for the hat. Cool. Let me get my giant head of the way, but before we go any further, you might notice that there's this giant blue donation bar and progress tracker, this little thing called Extra Life. For those of you who don't know, Extra Life is this absolutely free 24-hour charity gaming marathon where you can play games for an entire day. It helps raise funds for sick and injured kids in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals of your choice. It's, like I said, free. You get to... Oh my god, stop. Thank you. You get to play games all day, and it goes towards helping kids in need. Every minute, 62 kids will enter the Children's Miracle Network hospitals in need of critical care. That's over a child per second. 60 seconds in a minute, 62 kids per minute. Now, good. Hey, Tawdry, better late than ever. Welcome back, buddy. So, yeah, one of the great things besides the incredible care that they give at the Children's Miracle Network hospitals is that all that care is absolutely free. Pardon me for yawning, that's twice now. One more time, I gotta get some caffeine in me. So besides the absolute care they give, which is incredible, but the Children's Miracle Network hospitals also make sure that they receive that care without ever receiving a bill. That's one of the reasons why this event and this cause are so important. So if you are a gamer or a game enthusiast, I cannot recommend enough checking out the links that Pumpkin Jack put there in the chat, or simply going to extra-life.org. So I did finally get you to like one of my songs. Nope, I'm not a fan of Mac Miller or who's that one that passed away from an overdose? Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. But welcome, Brayden. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Speaking of Extra Life, you might also notice that Tawdry Cheetah used their Phantom Points to make me donate $1 to Extra Life. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. Let me slap the cans on. I'm struggling to remember that rapper's name is Brayden. Juice WRLD, yeah. I have never liked Juice WRLD, and I've never liked Mac Miller. Mac Miller's from Pittsburgh. I love Pittsburgh. Don't like his music. And that's okay. I'm sure there are literally millions of people who don't. But there are also more than millions of people who do. That's the thing about opinions, is everyone's got one and they're all different. So don't sweat it, friend. Your day's ruined? Your day should not be ruined about me telling the truth about an opinion. If I was just like shaming them, like, oh, I hate this, this, and this, they're terrible at X, Y, and Z, that's something to be upset about. But if I'm like, meh, not my cup of tea, that should be water on the back of a duck, just rolling right off. Okay, good. Ooh, and Brayden just dropped a posture check. I'm adjusting the seat cushion. I'm adjusting my shirt. Adjusting lumbar support, adjusting my spine. There. Brayden, it's funny you did that because, like, I have a tendency to, like, lean forward and not use my chair rest, which is fine because the alternative is this, where, like, you lean too far into it and just, like, slouch. So, although I might lean forward, at least my spine is straight when I'm leaning, but now neither of those bad things are happening, so thank you. Let me get my giant head out of the way. We will donate to Extra Life, and we'll get right into the gameplay. Righteous. So first things first is let me pull over a new tab. Press that magical extra life button, close the old tab. This is donate, and this is for Phantom Points for $1. $1 has been clicked. Let's get a drum roll. There it is. Thank you so much, Tawdry, for those Phantom Points. I'm going to go ahead and mark those as complete. Thank you, Braden, for those as well. And let me give everyone here a little wait real quick. Braden asks, how close are you to finishing Nacht? That's a very good question, Braden. That's a very good question. So I'm still technically blocking stuff out. What's up, Goshawk? Gory, I just got some great news. Go on, tell me more. Do tell. For the glory of slashing out. Ah! What is up? Screaming Homeless Man. So I told Rachel, we have reservations for date night, and I showed her the video of the location of stop number 1, and she guessed immediately who had suggested it. So I was gonna try keeping a surprise. She knows. She knows. I mean, yes, I am homeless. I'm on a recliner for both my dogs in my lap. Braden, that sounds awesome. So you're just like, ow, there goes my phone. So Braden, you're just like full on lazy boy status, like with hold on, wait for it, like, oh yeah. Man, you got personal space heaters with your dogs in your lap? Braden, I am jealous. I'm jealous. All right, well, we've donated to Extra Life, so let's look into Forge here. Sorry, Braden, you had asked. That's 3. I ate coffee. You had asked how far we are from completing Nacht. I have blocked out, I would say like 90% of the map. I have a good bit more to block out, and then once it's blocked out, I can start like really doing cosmetic stuff. Like, if the walls are in place, I can add debris. I can add dust and dirt and rubble and barrels and shelves and doors. Like, so step 1 is blocking out, and I'm almost done with step 1. Step 2 is cosmetics, and then if I can get to step 3, that's gonna be like we're doing like hardcore scripting where we're programming AI. We are making wall gun purchases. Yeah, I've gone 4 times. We're eating coffee. You guys, I'm gonna run a quick miracle story while I warm up a little cup of joe. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
His face and try to imprint his face in my memory in case it's not there in the morning. Just in case that seizure starts and it doesn't stop. I want that one peaceful memory.
Head's 14 and a half.
When Jordan was born, it was a normal, healthy delivery, and a few hours later, he began to turn blue. He was dying. Jordan's brain is outgrowing the skull, and eventually it will outgrow it. The bad news is that there's no cure. We were told we probably would not ever see him celebrate a first birthday. Every day we have a good memory of the day. I document it. I have had a journal that I entitled Jordan's Journey, and I have kept it from the day he was born. This is surreal. We're actually here. We're not at this appointment or that appointment or on the road to this appointment or that appointment. And we take one day at a time. We were told there's 9 cases. Jordan's the 9th case in the world. Without Children's Miracle Network hospitals, Jordan, and I'm sure hundreds and thousands of other children like Jordan, would not be able to walk and talk. And I mean, these are life-saving things that they do for these kids.
Give it up for my man, Jordan!
So I'm very, very grateful for seeing them in hospitals.
Hi friends, we're back. Sorry about that. I was yawning, like, not nonstop, but enough where I'm like, you guys deserve better. You deserve better. No one wants to watch a stream where the streamer is falling asleep, right? So I apologize for that. I got my moo moo juice, so we'll be okay. I'm trying something new here with the music. Let me know if it's too loud or if it's too soft. I can see that it is in fact quieter than my voice, but if it is like so loud that it's blowing your eardrums out, or if it's so quiet that you can't even hear it, let me know, please. Wow, that's hot. Holy smokes. I never have coffee that hot because I feel like by the time I brew it in the mornings, it's cooled down by the time I get to enjoy it. Okay. So we are on version 356 of at least saves here. Braden had asked how far we are into this map, and we're far. We made great progress. But if you think of this as a painting, right? We've done some very broad brush strokes. Brush strokes, not breaststrokes. This isn't swimming. Brush strokes. We've put in the background. We've put in the sky. We've put in the people, the city, the buildings. We're getting to the point where like, okay, well, these buildings need windows, or these people need faces, or these people need clothes. Like, we're doing some more of the medium brush strokes now. Corey's having a stroke. Give him toast. Do you smell toast? I don't think giving people toast during a stroke helps, actually. I think your brain has already had a blood vessel explode. I'm not sure. I think smelling toast won't be a side effect, but I don't think that's a remedy. Goshawk, I can't think of very many things you should be more excited for. The fact that you have this situation in your lap, and that it's taken, it's yielding positive results. That's something to be celebrating right there. Day 2 of trying to get Gordy like a song. 1 in 5 by Elena Sigma. Now we are talking, Braden. Gosh, so good. Oh, and the music just cut out. 1 second. Video editing files. Music. Here we go. Luffy. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. You hate DMC so much. You mean digital music copyrights? Like DMCA? Like Digital Music Copyright Association or whatever? Or like when you say you hate DMC, do you mean like you hate like Run DMC, like the rappers? DMCA. Okay, I had a feeling that's what you meant, Braden, and that's why I had to ask. No, I agree. Coax feels the same way, where like he's like, listen, man, I'm not streaming to make money. He's like, I'm just streaming. And he's like, if they want to come after me, they come after me. I'm like, that's a bold move because they're gonna come after you. No, I wish you could just play music because it's not like you're like, oh, you know this song by Taylor Swift? Yes, this is my song. This is me. You should give me your money. You can buy it off me. No one's doing that. No one's saying buy this music. They're just playing it. But what do I know? Okay, so first things first, I need to re-enable the UI because I did disable it for some screenshots I was trying to take. When I streamed on YouTube, I would play music all the time. I mean, YouTube is pretty strict about their stuff. I think I have 2 videos currently processing that are trying to remove the copyright strikes. Yeah, there we go. Right here. This one's trying to remove the copyright strikes, and every one of them up to this point were also trying to remove the copyright strikes. Here, ready? Mute song. Budget. Let's just trim this out. Trim it out. Trim it out. Thank you. And it's going to say processing because it has to figure out what it's going to do with all the stuff it removes. So YouTube is no better than Twitch, and I would argue that YouTube is worse than Twitch because, surprise, that video's on YouTube now because I streamed it here on Twitch first with no issues. And then I exported it over, and then YouTube is like, hey, we don't like this. So YouTube is worse than Twitch. And that's not an opinion. That's fact. They are better, however, at having a searchable archive of videos. If I was to go to your channel and look for a specific video, like, oh my gosh, Brayden played Little Nightmares one day. I would like to watch this entire Little Nightmares playthrough. If I go to your channel, not only is there not a search feature, but videos that you don't save as highlights, like past VODs, get deleted after a certain period of time. So YouTube is good at saving old, and that's about it. Why did it get copyrighted? Easy, Brayden, because I had music that they didn't like. Twitch had no issue with the music I played, and that's what I just chose YouTube to cut out. Cut out the sections where there's music playing, because YouTube doesn't like it. I have a playlist of non-DMCA songs on Spotify Premium. Brayden, I challenge you to broadcast the entire playlist on Twitch, and I challenge you to broadcast the entire playlist on YouTube, because I'll tell you right now, the stuff I was listening to that we just saw me tell YouTube to cut out was from one of those those royalty-free playlists, right? It costs nothing to type royalty-free in your description. But unless you produce that music yourself, chances are they just found it somewhere and they're just curating it. It's a joke. It's a joke. The music we're listening to right now is made by, I don't want to say their name. It's made by a very popular Twitch streamer and YouTuber. This year, and when I said this year, I mean like this month, they removed all their music from YouTube, which I'm very grateful I picked up before they got rid of it. There's a chance I might get DMCA'd for this. I won't know until I play it. But I have, every time I've streamed me forging Nacht der Untoten, I have chosen from different streaming options. So for example, video editing, royalty-free music, radios. These guys were my first three. I tried a bunch of these and they didn't work. Playing music on Twitch is a risk. Period. That is the best I can say. The rapper knows me. That doesn't mean they know your IG, and that doesn't mean whoever produced that music with that rapper gives you the legal rights. Yeah. Playing music on Twitch is a gamble. Period. Defiled Cross, a long time no see, brother. How are you? Need to put me on the mic, Gory. Straight bars. Defiled Cross, what's your MC name? And Brayden, thank you so much for those Phantom points. I'll give you a hydrate. Cheers, buddy. Thank you for those. Okay, we were trying to figure out HUD, heads-up display. Display boundaries, yes. Controller helper on. Budget helper, yes. Settings. Video. You just bought Discord Nitro? Well, good job. How long have you had it? Because like, personally, I've used Discord for years. I've got like no great need. Okay, our HUD's back. I got no great need for Discord Nitro. It seems like a lot. It's your first time? Well, hopefully you enjoy it, or hopefully you get value out of it, Brayden, because personally, it just wasn't enough for me. Okay. All right, so we are in. One of the last times I did Forge here, I was really messing with this railing. So the issue with the railing is that it curves. And like this works fine. Like this works more than fine. Like, love it. I don't love that like it looks like electrical panels, but the alternative is these guys, again, these work great here, but they didn't work great here. It was just too much. It was just too much. So I don't hate this. I don't hate this. But the only other alternative I was thinking of was, like, kind of recreating the railings from scratch. And what I mean is, one element would be a vertical bar as opposed to a bar that's clearly turned at like 45 degrees, right? And then I would add those other bars, but you can even see like the polygon count. There's a bar here. Here, it'll be easier if I draw this. So there's a bar here. The bar here, and you can see the little corner right there. The bar here. And there's a bar here. So this one railing consists of 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And that's on one curving axis. So I could very well do it. The issue is Infinite's Forge is a little bit limited in terms of how small you can scale things. So I wanted to try it, but I did not want to... I don't want to just nuke what I had, because honestly, this is one of the best renditions of the railings I've created so far. My banner is so cute. Can I send to you? You can send it to me, Braden. I won't check it until after I'm done streaming, though. No, this is streamy time, not mail opening time. So, first things first, let's go into... We are in floor 1, room 1. So I'm gonna set this as the working folder. Oh gosh, I don't know where these walls belong. What walls do we have selected? No harm in asking, Brayden. No harm in asking. Okay, so I've got walls selected. Okay, these absolutely belong in room 1, floor 1. So I will tell you to move to room 1, floor 1. Cool. Yeah, I realized the other day that, so 99% of this map, these little cross beams and like these little curved arches exclusively run from this end to this end, which is why you can see them here and yeah, and they don't run from side to side. However, in this particular part of the map, they do in fact run lengthwise. So I noticed that, and then other than that, it's these guys here. So I've like, as I've been playing, I've been learning more things that I've gotten not quite right. Okay, so let's take a look at these railings. I want to see if I can use primitives to make these look less like electrical conduits, right? Primitives. Cylinders. Primitive cylinder. So first things first, how skinny can we get you? Let me activate precision mode. I'm zipping around like a crackhead right now. Okay, that's not too thick, actually. Okay, I don't hate it. first things first, let's bring the elevation of this thing up. How tall do we want to make this? Not 8. 4? 4 seems like a good height, because if it's like 4 feet high, we're not going to fall over it, right? And that seems about where the current railing is coming out of. Okay, cool. And then to sort of like make a railing, I was going to try going for a sphere. So, will they let us be cool with a sphere? Sphere. Rim sphere. How small can we make you? You guys, this might actually like really work out. It's not as small as I would like. I would like it to be much smaller. It could work out. So in terms of 130.8. How? This is 130.8 to the right. And 30.38 deep. 30.38 deep? Okay. Hold the freaking phone. Okay, so right now, I'm gonna save map. And I know if we don't like what we've done, we'll just revert to whatever we did before today. So the last save I'll look for, it would be on December 6th. Or the Dark Gods. That stairwell will serve as my entrance to the Dark Fortress. Exactly. Do you know what? We're gonna leave these ones there as like a gauge. So, looking back at the reference, we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 more of these posts, if you will. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One. I don't even know what material I made these. I can change them easily enough. I should do that now. What are you? Material. Cylinder. Object properties. Brushed. Nay. We want like UNSC rough iron. UNSC, not concrete. Oh man, long time no see, friendo. We're doing some Call of Duty stuff here in Halo. How are you? So we want UNSC metal rough. Metal rough? Metal rough. I'm doing really well, Poe man. I'm doing really well. We don't want corrugated, not concrete cracked, not metal thread, not metal panel, not metal dark. Here we go. Aluminum. Why don't I see the material for this? Hold on. Metal iron rough. So it's not UNSC, it's just metal. Metal, iron, rough. That's what we're looking for. And we want like the third one in. Good. Metal, iron, rough. Third one in. Got it. Okay, that's the base. You. Not Not polished concrete. Nay, nay. Metal iron rough. Metal rough? Where's metal iron rough? Don't do this, game. Don't offer me one material on one primitive, but not a different material on another. Metal? There is no metal iron rough. Let's do metal brushed. We'll give the same color. This is fine. You want to play hardball? I'm game. Actually, it looks way darker. It's hard to see. Let me make like a light or something in here. I mean, it looks like metal, but it doesn't match, so... Can I change... Metal brushed? Metal duct? No. Metal rough? Metal scratched. It's like a black crystal. Oh, God. Metal scratched looks way too dark. Metal rough. Alright, we're going for metal rough. Can we get a metal rough on this pillar? Metal rough iron. How much is metal rough? Metal rough. Alright, game. We have compromised. I hope you're happy. I mean, it looks a little bit like a golf ball. I don't love it, but that's the smallest we can get it. Unless we can do it even smaller in the settings. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Is this on PC only, what you're doing? Negative, Poman. You can do Forge on Xbox. It's a little bit more clunky. So for example, like right now, if I choose to adjust this type, I can just type 1.27. Done. However, on the Xbox, you have to select it and press enter, and then it pops up a full keyboard, and you have to move your cursor to 1. Select. Move your cursor to point. Point. Select. Move your cursor back over to 2. 2. Select. Move your cursor back over to 7. 7. Select. And then to move your cursor back over to enter, and then hit enter. Versus I just go. So it's faster and definitely more precise on PC. However, it can be done on Xbox. But Poman, you can see by the title what we're making, right? Yes. Do you want a tour? I'm not very far. Okay, so the fact that I was just able to shrink this down to not be hideodorous makes my heart happy, because it was huge before. Okay. Alright, well, Poman. So, obviously, this is Nacht der Untoten. And you would spawn here, facing this way. This is where there'd be a room with sandbags and the window that the zombies would come in through. And there would be bars across this window and a little bit on the right here. But if we turn this way, that's where you'd see the infamous stairway with the debris that you need cleared halfway up. There'd be another window here with sandbags and the boards across. There'd be another window here with the sandbags and the boards across. There would be 2 more of said windows here, here. this right here, just to the right of spawn, would be that giant door that says help, that you would pay to open, and then once inside, you come across the glorious mystery box. That is the lovely set of stairs. It, of course, is blocked with debris as well. This would be the wall where zombies can literally rip themselves through on their way to eat your flesh. Another door/window here. Another door/window here. But let's say we did clear the debris. We go up. That would bring us to this second floor. This room would have level, like there'd be terrain built up, boards and stuff. There'd be a clock or a cabinet of some kind here. More windows. More sandbags here. No zombies come this way. This is just an aesthetic thing. Zombies do, in fact, come here, and they get here through a ramp, which I'm still gonna build. But the zombies that don't go that way, they can come that way into that room, which is where you would also end up if you opened up the couch on the stairs. I just threw a grenade. Yeah. This is gonna be sandbags, and this will be sandbags. But yeah, this is Nacht der Untoten in Halo Infinite. I have a lot more blocking out to do. Obviously, I have a lot of sandbags and boards to place. I gotta add a roof. The issue with the roof is like it's not just like sealed off with like a perfect like lid, like a jar. It's super broken. Like it's very destroyed, and that's a lot of individually placed little shapes, which I'm not sure how well it will work, because there's gonna be a lot of Z fighting where things are interacting with themselves. We'll see. I might just have to slap a lid on it, like, hey guys, you can't get out. But once I get the map built, I gotta pretty it up with some debris and destruction. Even this little wall right here has like a sag or like a droop to it, and like where it hangs down. So I might incorporate that. Yep, I got a lot of work to do, but it's coming along. It's coming along. Okay, let's go back to this. Thank you so much, Po-Man. As someone who plays Call of Duty, I appreciate that compliment, because it feels good. Okay. This looks awesome. I think we might be able to make a functional railing here. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the... Nope. I'll leave them up. I'll leave them up. Are you gonna put what it says on the wall where you are now? Ooh. Like Salvation Lives Above? That's a good question, Po-Man. So my goal is to make this as pretty and as functional as possible. There is AI, there are bots, there are infection modes that are coming. This could be played two ways. Either the first way, where it's like survivor mode or horde mode or classic Call of Duty Zombies mode, where wave after wave of AI zombies come to try killing you, right? Or there could be infection mode, where it's humans and maybe bots, and it might start with like one zombie of 16 players, right? Or let's say 1 of 10, because I have 10 fingers. So this guy's a zombie. Well, maybe he'll infect this guy. Well, these two will infect this guy, and then they'll infect these guys, and then it's this 5 versus these 5, and then there's just 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1. So that's an option. So the idea is to build the map first, and then from there, if we can get the infection game mode working, I don't have to do a thing. I don't have to do a single thing. Infection just works. But if I can get the map to work, and then we can figure out the scripting and the programming for like Every round, the zombie count increases by X amount. Every round, the zombie health increases by X amount. If we can script in full-on Call of Duty Black Ops zombies in here, or just World at War zombies, or whatever game you prefer of zombies in here, if we can get that scripted, it could be insane. I have seen people program the rebuildable windows. I have seen people program the buyable guns, like wall guns, even to the point where, like, once you get a gun, it's full ammo. If you buy it again, it's just replenishing your ammo if it's in your inventory. I've seen people script where the zombies chase you and they just beat you to death with their fists, like they're biting you. Yeah. Halo Infinite could pop off, Man. So, I think interesting things are in the future. Okay, let me look at my reference again real quick. So these railings are quite itty bitty. And if I was to look at some photos, I would say that is also quite itty bitty. So I can make this even thinner. So I can't make it any thinner just using the drag and drop controls, but if I go in the object properties, oh, we can't do smaller than 0.5. 0.5 is as small as it gets. Fine. That is, I accept that. That is good enough for government work, as they say. Okay. Okay. Don't hate it. Let me look at some references again. We have like straight on shots of the stairs. Not quite. I mean, they look pretty. It's fine. I'll have 1, 2, 3. I'll make it work. I will make it work. Would it be worth putting them on the same stair? There's like no great like close-up shots of these stairs. I mean, they're technically not even on a stair. They're on like a curved or sweeping little balcony or lip, which I don't even know if I want to try to create. I mean, because these would look pretty cool if they were on the same budget. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool, I think. Okay. What if I take you two? I could also just do one. I'll duplicate it once it gets there. There's really just 2 seams in this whole thing. 1, 2. Wow, the other one's like halfway up. Tell you what. This next step seems like as good of a place as any to have a seam. That way it's just like a straight shot. I am officially... Oops. Didn't want to do that. Deleting these old utility box railings I had. Why do these tops look so much lighter than the bottoms? You. Material. Metal rough. And number 3. You, material, metal rough, number 3. Do I just need... I'm gonna quit Forge. I hope I didn't do too much since I last saved. Instead of making the sphere to the top darker, I might have to make just the legs lighter. My files. Map details. Okay. Version history. Today's the 7th, and that was about 8 minutes ago. So we're gonna give this a shot and see how it looks. Hopefully it hasn't been too long since we saved. Good news, friends, is I'm no longer yawning nonstop, so there's that. Okay. Alright, so I didn't really lose much progress. That's fine. So let's take a look at this railing before I start duplicating it a bunch. You, ungroup. Can I make this lighter? Metal rough. Why is its brightness not changing? Visuals. There are only 2 regions. That's insane. Forerunner. Okay, so that doesn't change. Region 2. Light icing. What changes the value of the material? Brushed. Let's change it to whiteboard. Woodboard. Hot red. No. Vanished hull painting. Purple. Why is it not changing? This is stupid. So there's just like a default material? Let's try the orb. Visuals. Grime. Frost. These work. Leaves. Master Chief Cookie. Purple. Why can I change this one, but not this one? Is it because it's not like a full value? Okay. I never selected half those colors. I'm hitting undo and nothing's happening. Alright, I mean, good thing is we didn't save. You guys, if you haven't started forging yet, Forge is still pretty broken, as you can see. So I can change the top, I can't change the base. This isn't the end of the world, I just need to make the bulb match the base. It's fine. You guys, we've been streaming for a full hour here. I'm gonna run a quick Miracle Story and take a break. I need a break. Forge is so frustrating. Like, it introduces these rules and then doesn't follow them. Why? Why would you do that? It's fine. Either way, we're gonna run a quick Miracle Story to talk to you more about Extra Life. We got a great rest of stream for you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Show his face and try to imprint his face in my memory in case it's not.
You guys have already seen this one. Hold on. We did this when I was getting coffee.
In case that seizure.
This is Cadence's story. Let's do Cadence's.
Cadence, our little girl, was born February 23rd, 2007. She was 5 months old when we went on a family vacation. We all got sick, very, very, very sick, and we came home from vacation, and Cadence had a really soft cry, and every time I'd lay her down, I noticed that she would kind of cry, which was not like her. I called the doctor's office, and the doctor came in, and she said, "Cadence looks great." I said, "I know, but there's something wrong." And just then, Cadence started coughing. A terrible, terrible cough. I had never heard something like that before.
I just remember getting a phone call and my wife in tears saying that we've got to go up to primary children's. Her heart's so large it's blocking her left lung.
She had to be admitted to the pediatric intensive care unit. She had IVs placed and had to be on medication through her IV to help her heart squeeze. She eventually had to be on a breathing machine. It was clear that her heart function was continuing to decline. She had been listed for a heart transplant, and so in order to give her a longer period of time to live while waiting for an organ, we started to investigate our ability to put in this device known as the Berlin heart. This particular device was developed in Germany. The FDA allows us to get compassionate use and experimental use for the device in individual cases.
So we got the equipment in from Berlin, Germany. The doctors flew in to help do the procedure, and Cadence was given the Berlin heart on November 7th.
It was a night and day difference. We had a daughter that was a little bit gray, was completely immobile, to a girl that was pink, full of life and full of energy. We had our daughter back.
She handled the Berlin heart really well. Probably about the second week of December, Cadence started getting sick again, and the right side of her heart was now starting to fail. I worried about it for probably a day, and then I got an overwhelming feeling, and I knew Cadence's heart was coming.
Hello? Chantel, this is Emily.
No way.
I was jumping up and down and screaming with joy, and at the same time I was crying for the poor family that lost their child to be able to save mine.
They gave Cadence a future. They gave us hope. They gave her brothers her sister. They gave her mom and dad their only daughter.
It was truly just extremely bittersweet. One of the things that helped us cope the most was the love and caring of the people around us in our family and in our community, and even the family that we have up at Primary Children's. I swear they love my daughter as much as I do.
Miracles happen, and these children's hospitals are what they are because of the communities around them.
For our hospital to do what they need to provide the care for these patients, it does take many people giving of their time, giving of their love, and giving of their money.
When someone donates to Children's Miracle Network, they're giving these children a chance to have a future.
Alright friends, we are back. What you just saw was a miracle story, or just a very good example of how the funds raised here, playing games with Extra Life, makes a world of difference for kids in need in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. I apologize, I forgot to mute the music that I've got playing in the background, so it might have undermined that very serious story with our champion there, Cadence. But the message is the same, and if you've been on this channel, there's a good chance you've seen it before. And if you're new here, there's a good chance you'll see it again. We're doing some Forge here in Halo Infinite. We've made almost no progress. I have successfully built one pillar or handrail. Yeah, things are going swimmingly. Let me get my head out of the way and we'll try actually making real progress. So we did just relaunch because we realized that we couldn't change the color of these pillars, which is stupid. It's stupid. It's I know 343 gets a lot of slack for the stuff that they're doing. This is inexcusable. Like, hey, customize our stuff. Don't. But you can't customize this. Why? Or if I want to rename assets, it just doesn't let me. It just doesn't. It's stupid. It's stupid. Okay, so let's see here. What is this material called? This is called metal rough. Can I change this ball to just a straight material that says metal rough? Yes, I can. They look different because it doesn't matter where I set this one to. So, tell you what. Make you darker. That's too dark. Does that look like it's not part of itself? Pretty close. I don't... Brayden, thank you so much for that raid, friendo. What if we just change this to concrete? Concrete panels. That looks pretty good. It almost blends. It almost blends. I'm good, Brayden. I'm good. How are you? So it's not... This shiz is gonna drive me crazy. I streamed some Valorant. Ooh, how'd that go for you? Valorant. Okay, that's the first person shooter game. Like, Overwatch. It's like Overwatch or Counter-Strike. Pretty good? Good. Glad to hear it. Did you bring home some chicken dinners? Yeah, metal brush makes it look too metallic. Metal corrugated. Looks like it's corrugated metal. Yes, that's it. Those are exactly the games that came to my mind. That's so funny. You won a game? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Plastic? No. We're just gonna go for concrete because I feel like... Is UNSC concrete a thing? UNSC... Concrete is not a thing. It's fine. We're just going for concrete. This is like... This is making me irrationally angry. You should try It's free. That game has zero interest of mine. Regardless of cost. It just seems super sweaty, super toxic, super repetitive. It seems an inch deep and a mile wide. It seems like it's the same 30 seconds of kill, die, repeat. I don't see a lot of value in that. And like, it's competitive. I don't like competitive games. Like, when I play Halo, I want to play with my friends where we're driving around in Warthogs, doing dumb Mario Kart stuff, right? Or we're jumping across platforms in like a Mario adventure, or we're doing Speed Halo, or we're doing team-based stuff like Gears of War, Horde mode, awesome. Wave after wave with me and my friends versus a computer, awesome. Competitive Horde where it's me versus some kid who has no job and puts 40 hours a week into this game that I've maybe put like 8 hours a week into. They're gonna stop me all day. Like, and just getting my teeth kicked in is miserable. So, not for me. Not for me. Unranked modes, still the same thing. There's just no reward. So like, it's like, oh hey, you're playing with other people that can still kick your, but for nothing. In Counter-Strike, I usually ace casual servers with a Mac 10 and a Glock while screaming. I love it. That's amazing. That's amazing. No, like Halo. I'm pretty good at Halo. I try to avoid competitive. MCC, Halo Infinite. I have them. That's not my cup of tea. It's not fun for me to just sweat and stress and get frustrated and angry. That's for the birds. What's up, Chabs? Welcome to the stream, friendo. Pew, pew, pew. Where's concrete? Concrete panels? Okay, well, it's not perfect, but it's about as close as we can get with this thing that we cannot change the colors for. Do you know what? We've quit Forge. We've backed out. We've relaunched. Let's see if we can change the values of this. This is currently set to metal rough. Let's change it to pink camo with hot pink. Cool. So it didn't work. It's a stress reliever. I'm glad you feel that way, Brayden. Not for me. It's a time waster, in my opinion. All right, we are gonna go ahead and duplicate this boy. Not Valorant. I have a game on PC where you just kill bad German man over and over again. All right. Is it the one with that funny mustache, Braden? Is that Sniper Elite? Because that's the only game I can think of where that man with the funny mustache is included. That's so funny. Honestly, I don't remember what Call of Duty it was in, but like you're like army crawling through like trenches and there's tanks rolling by, and you take over like the Third Reich's base, and you like plant C4 and like bring down the big golden eagle statue at their main headquarters, and it's super satisfying. No, it's not. I would say the name, but it's a cuss word in it. Well, I appreciate you censoring yourself. Wow, what the actual... There's a butt cheek in here. What is that? Why would they put the rotation point for the sphere not in the center? Because I'm so frustrated with Bungie and 343 or whoever they are. I will put money down that Gory would get stressed as hell playing this game. Probably. That's what I'm saying, Braden. The Great War, Western Front. That sounds stressful. That already sounds stressful. So we don't want concrete panels. Can we do cobblestone? Cobblestone's way too noisy. Concrete polished. I don't love that it's shiny. That like makes it stand out from these pillars even more. I'm so annoyed at 343, you guys. Like, algae, stupid. Asphalt, stupid. Vanished metal, stupid. Brushed? Yeah, that looks like brushed metal. Carrot. First off, why is carrot a option? And two, why is there a hard seam here? Like, do these guys not know how to UV unmap? Dirt. Let's go with dirt. I mean, the color's mismatched. Can I make this more brown? Not without it making... It looks like an ice cream scoop. I'm like about to just quit Forge because it's... There are people like literally importing models from Blender and using those as like literal tools to just measure stuff out. Meanwhile, I'm like eyeballing stuff. I'm like, I think this is close enough. I'm annoyed, Braden, and like it takes a lot to get me annoyed. So that's like a sign. Like 343 is up. Like, why have the option to change materials if it doesn't do anything, right? Even like so there are two regions for this pillar. Region 1 and Region 2. Let me change the second one. Metal corrugated, hot blue. Nothing. There are no other patterns, right? Or even renaming things. That doesn't always work. Let's try this. Railing 2. I didn't care it's a typo. Okay, so it's renamed. I'm gonna click away. I'm gonna click back. It did save the name. Is it renamed? Okay, that worked. That does not work with everything. In fact, over in my little templates like palette here, this says pillar, which is a pillar. This is small wall prefab, it's a small wall. This is medium wall, which is a medium wall. This is large wall, it's a large wall. That ceiling says pillar. It will not let me rename it. If I go into the templates, which is where this guy lives, pillar. That's a pillar. Pillar, that's the ceiling. So I can try renaming this to second floor. Now it works. Now it works. Cool. Flare scale, that's fine. Yeah, just stuff that like doesn't work. Small wall prefab. Okay, I just want to rename this small wall instead of small prefab. Small wall. It still says small wall prefab. I don't want to say prefab. This one doesn't say prefab. This one doesn't say prefab. None of these say prefabs, but they are all prefabs. I just want to get rid of that. It won't. Hey, girl, want to hear a joke? Absolutely, Brayden. Drop that joke on me. I'll be honest. I've known Gory for a long time. I've never seen him this level of upset. Rare is a good steak. I cooked on the corner for my homeless buddy's dog. The feels, yes. No, it's just like Nintendo has this philosophy. A rushed game is forever bad, but a delayed game is eventually good. Halo was rushed. There was a campaign at launch. It took all of 6 hours to complete. There was multiplayer, but it was like Slayer and Big Team Battle, and it was broken as hell. The latency issues are still a thing to this day, a year later. They lost most of their player base. There was no custom matchmaking. There was no infection. There was no forge. I think there are 4 maps you can play on. Infinite is a fail. Forge is the only thing that's like even sparked my interest to replay it. And their forge is broken. It crashes regularly. It's crashed on stream. I think 3 times in one stream here. When you duplicate things or you undo, it breaks its rotation. I can't change textures on certain materials. It's like trying to type a novel wearing oven mitts. You can do it, but boy, is it not going to make any sense. You understand? Like, this game is a joke. I'm like considering just dropping Infinite for good. Like, could I absolutely press forward and just suck it up and be like, oh no, this railing doesn't look good. I could. I could get over it and like create something that people enjoy. But like at the same time, part of it's like the principle, and part of it's like, what is my time worth? What is my frustration worth? I have already sunk at least 24 hours into this map alone. Gore, why did... I know this joke. Screaming Homeless Man. I'm not going to repeat it. But it's because of things are half off or 10% off or 20% off. Look, I'm invested. And what's funny is I gotta show you guys this. Hold on. Un momentito, por favor. Because they're used to having everything 10% off. There it is. There it is. Okay, wait for it. Hold on a second, guys. There we go. So check this out. So this guy just 3 days ago shared that they are in fact working on a Nacht der Untoten map here in Halo Infinite. And it looks pretty good. There are things I don't love, like the scale is really weird. They did a really good job on certain things. That's way too many stairs. Like, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's 23 stairs go up one floor. I own stairs, and if you have to cross more than 13, you're going up more than one floor. And you can even see like they intersect like every like quarter of a foot. Not the end of the world, it's fine. You can get up there fine. They've got a lot of really good details, like this little broken bit, it's good. They've got the ceiling going, that's great. They got the bars, the sandbags. The scale feels really weird. I don't hate it, it's just, I like my scale better. They've got lights, they've got like a pseudo mystery box. Holes in the ceiling, like I said, they got sandbags. They've got exterior bits. I did have exterior bits. Coax 117 made us exterior bits, but that was on a previous version that I no longer have. They even like made like little ramps for like AI to potentially walk up, which is super amazing. They made that ramp I still have yet to do. They've got a lot of progress. It's good. I think I like the vibe of mine more. Ooh, they have like a hard moon? They do have like a hard moon. I built mine on like a day map, which, yeah. You're to the end stream. I'm here all week. Hold on. I know this is really delayed. Screw my host, man. But this rim shot's for you. Brayden, I appreciate you, buddy. No, like, part of me's it's less. It's more like disappointment. I want to stretch. All right, Brayden. Thank you for those phantom points. I'll make sure I'm staying up at the same time here. And I'm not disappointed that this guy like is also working on a similar map. Technically, the map they're working on is a World at War version. I'm working with the Black Ops 3 version, and I like what I'm going for. Like, I like the mood. I like the vibe. I think when I'm done, it's gonna be oozing with personality. Just, boy. It's like trying to run a race with your shoelaces tied. 343 is just let me down. I have no intention of ever giving them another cent of mine. They published like a Halo cookbook this year, and that was probably the gaudiest thing I had seen in a long time. There is no food in Halo. Like, oh, we have those MOAs, which is like an ostrich thing. We got MOA cheeseburgers. Like, I've read not all the books because they come out with a new one every year. I stopped reading when I was in high school. The Halo books, at least. I still read. Mostly really lame adult, boring books. Yeah, they don't take their helmets off to let me eat a MOA burger, a cheeseburger, but hold the pickle. Like, get the out of here. Like, oh, we got Master Chief milkshakes. Like, it's just like such a gaudy cash grab. And like this microtransaction crap they've introduced to Halo Infinite. No, like, we play Halo MCC on the regular. That well has almost run dry. We have pretty much run out of games that we want to make ourselves. We've pretty much run out of games that we have found. And it's like pulling teeth to get people to participate, and it's It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Yeah, but what 343 has done with this, I'm like, cool, Infinite will give us the option to make literally whatever we want. If our hands are this tied, like, sure, I can make whatever I want. But if it's gonna be an uphill battle or like pissing in the wind, I'm cool with not being covered in my own piss. I can make my signature brownies. I'm scared, Brayden. Anytime someone mentions brownies, I instantly assume, cool, those are full of weed. They have a secret ingredient? There it is. It's peppermint extract. That do you think I was talking to say? I thought we were talking about weed. It's funny you mentioned that, Brayden. I can't say I've had a brownie with peppermint. That's a great combo because, like, Girl Scout cookies have those Thin Mints where it's chocolate and peppermint, so that sounds like it'd be a great combo. Gory Matt, he doesn't want my brownies. Actually, Britton, it's not because I'm annoyed. It's because I avoid sugar like the plague. Sugar is cancer, in my opinion. In this house, sugar is the devil. Alright, well, let's... Oops. Precision mode, please. Let's carry on. So we definitely don't want the butt. The butt crack. What was this material? This material was dirt. Concrete, dirt. There it is, folks. Dirt flavored railing. I know what the issue is. I give it. I care. I'm too invested. I think about stuff more than people should. So that's on me. It's not Bungie's fault that, sorry, 343's fault that their game that they released to the public too soon is broken. It's my fault for expecting a functional thing. My mistake. My mistake. You boosted the server. Thank you so much, Brayden. I appreciate you, buddy. Once I see it, I'll have to give you a little bit of a shout out. Pumpkin Jack wants to exercise our wrist. You guys are welcome to do it with me if you click that link that's in the chat. Oops. Fist open, palm open, tip left claw, half his fist. Fist open, palm open, tip left claw, half his fist. Oh, dude, I have a sugar addiction, but only if it's in the house. I never buy junk food at the grocery store. Hold on, this is worth pinning. Never buy junk food at the grocery store, but my parents constantly bring it home, and I make it disappear so fast. Oh no, Chavs. I can't wait to buy a house so I can stop eating junk. Chavs, it's so funny you say that. So, one Christmas, this is a particularly bad Christmas. I was in Buffalo, New York, and they got 7 feet of snow in 24 hours. People were being trapped on the highway, dying in their cars because they didn't have access to food, water, restrooms, warmth, because your car would just run on gas. Emergency vehicles couldn't get to people to, like, take them to hospitals or just rescue them, period. People were, like, taking snowmobiles and ATVs to, like, rescue their friends from the highway. So people were dying in droves. Like, they were just abandoned cars and wallets and all your valuables. It was not a good time. So I got snowed in a house. Thank goodness it was a house, not a car. And it was Christmas time. So 2 wonderful things happened that year. The first one was I overdrafted my bank account. So sure enough, it went into the negatives, and I started getting hit with overdraft fees, and those just were compounding and building. I don't want to say interest, because interest sounds like a positive term. It was building a debt. It was building a debt against me, right? So every day, my account was just like negative, 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 negative. And I was trapped in a house unable to even go to the bank to make a deposit with cash I didn't have. And I couldn't, like, do anything about it. Like, unless I would have called the family members, like, hey, here's all my bank account information. Please put money in to, like, put out this fire. But at that point, like, I was, like, so just miserable. I'm like, cool, I'm going to go to sleep for, like, 3 days. Eventually, my paycheck went through, like, direct deposit. And it was basically just enough to cancel out the overdraft fees. So it was basically just a wash. So that was fun. But that same year, when we were snowed in, there was no food in the house. And you couldn't go grocery shop because you couldn't leave the house. And even if you could get out, like let's say you did have a snowmobile or an ATV, you would get to a grocery store or a restaurant or whatever, their doors are closed. There are no employees working. They didn't receive their shipments of goods. It was like being in like the Old West. What we did have though were grandma's Christmas cookies that she had baked earlier that week. And when I'm like, she had like probably 50 Tupperwares worth. So that's what we ate for at least 3 days. I thought the entire house was gonna get diabetes. Like it was a not a good time. It was not a good time. Yes. That, like, legitimately 3 days of just cookies, dude. I slept almost the entire time. It was not a good time. I mean, like, I wasn't miserable, but the word depressed comes to mind. And for real, dude, like, to this day, like, I drink water. I don't do soda. I don't. Yeah, sugar is the devil in this religion. In the religion of my house, sugar is the devil. Okay. Like in TV shows where dad catches his son making a cigarette, so he makes the kid smoke up a whole pack to get him to quit. Kind of like that. I mean, I wasn't like a huge sugar fan before that, but boy, when there's nothing in the house. What does what even do, Brayden? By the way, what does that even do? Oh, Brayden, are you talking about the hand thing? That's just a wrist exercise. So like, being someone who works on a computer all day from my 9 to 5, and then someone who plays video games with you guys here on Twitch for a couple hours a day, arthritis would literally be the end of me. Like imagine me trying to draw pretty pictures for a living or trying to play video games for fun and not being able to use my hands. The one after that, I will never forget the party I've had with my friends group, just drinking the whole time and having good fun times. There you go. Hopefully you guys were drinking adult appropriate or age appropriate. You're drinking age appropriate beverages. Hopefully you weren't doing anything questionable. Yep. Welcome to my ranch fest today, friends. Age appropriate beverages. Doubt. Probably not, bro. Alright, so let me take a quick look here. So it does look like, according to the references I've got here, that's not so much that their bases are the same height as much as it is that their tops are the same height. So I don't necessarily want two pillars to be sorry, I think the same height's the wrong word. What I'm trying to say is they're in line with each other. So I don't think I actually want two of these guys on the same step. I think I want them offset, but at heights where it just makes sense. High schoolers are a different breed. Accurate. Okay, so now, like, these guys look like they're in line with each other. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot that guy to the edge of this step, but I'm going to scoot this guy to the edge of that step too. Those look a little bit close. Don't love it. Okay. That is looking good. So we have a seam. Skirt. 2/3, or sorry, 1/3 of the way up. Let's get 2/3 of the way up. All right, I'm gonna go. Girl, my friend has been waiting for me for like 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, don't keep your friend waiting. Brandon, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for that raid. If you're gonna go play some more Valorant, best of luck. Bring home some winner chicken dinners. And if not, we will catch you next time, buddy. Stay out of trouble and make good choices. Let me duplicate these guys here. Fortnite. I did just see that Fortnite released its Season 4 event. It might be another fractured event. Don't ask me what that means. They've done some pretty hardcore stuff. They've introduced Mr. Beast into the game. I mean, Goku walks around with a gun now, so there's that. Either way, have fun and hope you kick all of the butts. I know you just won a battle royale the other day when you were testing about your keyboard and mouse, so hopefully your luck continues. Remember, kids, no drinking till you're 21. Don't want to end up like me. Exactly. You heard it here. We're keeping things responsible. Okay, I'm just gonna delete this guy because trying to make sure everything lines up perfect is gonna be really silly. So I'm just gonna do one of these. Save, duplicate. Whoa, focus, friend. Nope. Okay, these are looking like they're lined up. I do like that. So let me go ahead and delete these old ones. I didn't even really use them as guides as I was kind of thinking. Okay, so let me do a little bit of math. How many stairs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll say 13. So 13 divided by 3. So about every 4.5 steps, there should be a railing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, half. 1, 2, 3, 4, half. Okay, so we might need to scoot these guys up. Let's do it from the other way around. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. This is good. I thought those felt a little close. I see why now. That's not bad. Okay. So now I'm going to try something a little bit goofy. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So what I have from pillar to this first rod, straight shot, easy peasy. And I drew this out a little bit earlier ago. But if I want to, I can replicate this 1, 2. Actually, it might just be 1. 1, 2, 3. There's probably a fourth there. I mean, if I was judging based on... Oh, yeah. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I might have to replicate this curve with 4 tiny cylinders. We will see. First things first, though. Duplicate you, ungroup you. Delete the sphere. You, we're actually put you inside the other sphere, and that's going to be our pivot point. Yes. Okay, so that angle doesn't seem right to me. Not at all. I'm trying to remember what the angle of these guys were. You know what? I don't have to remember. I have tools for this. Railing 02 Jeebus. Okay, at least it renamed. Floor 1, room 2. Nope. Set as working folder. Blockers. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. What rotation are you? You are rotated at 26 degrees. So if I was you and I was previously 0, minus 26? No. That's 26. So let's pretend that's 90 degrees. 90 minus 26. 64. Let's try negative 64 degrees. That looks perfect. I mean, I could extend it a little bit. The end is right there. Sweet. Okay. And then I want to scooch this up to be in the middle of that sphere. Awesome. We did that. We did it. So now, here comes the fun part. Okay. So we can get one thing out of the way, and we can get this rotated. What's 90 plus 26? 116. So if I was gonna use just a single bar to go from here to there, that's what I would use. And that's not terrible. If I wanted to get crazy, I could do that thing where I split this up into 4 parts. It seems really, really nitpicky. The fact that we've made custom railings for this already or alone is kind of insane. Let me extend this a little bit. Now we're talking. Okay. Boy, that's just still like just a hair off. You see what I'm dealing with, Chabs? Chabs gets it. Don't feel bad, man. I'm electing to do this particular project. No one's got a gun to my head. Do I wish it was more pain-free? Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I'm disappointed with Bungie. 3 for 3. Sorry. 3 for 3. I have a gun to his head. Play Age of Darkness. Ah! Oh man. The stakes have never been higher. That's funny. And again, like I'm putting like thought and detail and concern and I don't know, care into this that no one is ever gonna know. No one's gonna be like, oh wow, they were cool railing. Like that's a railing. You made a railing. Good job. You did it. That it's just like I don't want this to be sloppy or haphazard or half-butted, to put it delicately. Kook. I still can't beat Age of Darkness on max difficulty. Chebs, you've played? What did you think? Tell me more, brother. Yeah, Screaming Homeless Man loves that game. Definitely wants me to play it. And it looks like it'd be right up my alley, except that I'm not good at real-time strategies. Like, I did play There Are Billions, and I did love There Are Billions. I wasn't good at There Are Billions, if that makes any sense. Like I have, since it was a donation incentive on my Extra Life page, I have played more There Are Billions. And I have like kind of gotten motivated to try to push myself to higher difficulties. And I have. Like the first time I beat the game was on the lowest setting, period. I've revisited it and I've pushed myself to like hard difficulties. I've definitely reached a point where I cannot get any farther. It's too hard. It is just too hard for me. It's too much. Like, you make a single mistake and your entire base is gone. It's very slow. Also, on max difficulty, it feels like I can only choose one build order. Also, if the map is scuffed, then you automatically lose no matter what your skill level. That's fair, Chabs. It's funny you say that because, like, even in the Air Billions, I have played a certain level, and I'd roll for a map, and I'd get that map, and I would get wiped. I'd try again, and get wiped. Try again, and get wiped. But eventually, I'd get a spawn. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's like one spot for me to defend. And that could be a good thing and a bad thing. If, like, you're in a shoebox and there's 1 point for you to defend, well, then congratulations, you have no resources because you're in a shoebox. But there have been times where I'm like, it's not like a huge part of the map, but I have I have enough to survive a little bit. And if I choose to branch out, I can. So I've rolled and 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 eventually got something of value. But yeah, it doesn't happen that easy. Out of curiosity, does this line up with that in the real world? No, it does not. It's actually half that height. It is half that height, which checks out so far because I'm noticing some height differences here. Please scoot down. Please select this ball. I'm mad at 343 right now. Like, why? There, that lines up now. Thank you. Please keep that going. Okay. I don't even know what's supposed to line up with what anymore. I'm slowly just driving myself crazy. I've probably redone the railing on these stairs at least 4 times. I'm really considering just stopping Forge. Like, I have an infinite sea of other games I could be playing. Like, sure, could we continue to build this? Absolutely. Could we try to incorporate the infection mode? Absolutely. Could we try to incorporate, like, zombies? Like, Call of Duty zombies? Absolutely. It just seems so overwhelming right now because I'm just pulling my hair out. So that last version I don't love. Let's load up. Let's load up 10 minutes ago. Is a dopamine hit when you get it done worth the aggravation right now? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question, chaps. That's a good question. I mean, if we can get it to work, it's going to be incredible. At the same time, like, hear me out. If I want to play Black Ops 3, just play Black Ops 3. Why does it have to be inside of Halo? I love the idea of it, right? Like, oh my gosh, like this person recreated this other game in this game. Awesome. But, dear God. Yeah, like, I'm pretty close to being done with Halo Infinite. The game's been out for a year, and it's still trash. Which sucks, because, like, I just got interested in it again. With Forge being released. Alright, are these things all still... Okay, good. They're still all the same height, because they're still prefabs. Good. So let's just keep them the same height and see how this goes. Look at this Widowfin. What do we say that the rotation this was? 64? No, that was 26, right? So it was 90 minus 26. 64, okay. What is... This is almost 106. So what is 90 plus 64? 154. 154. That seems really steep. Yeah, that can't be right. We're at 90. Minus 64. -26 degrees. That makes more sense. What's negative 90 minus 26? 116. 116. Sorry. It does everything like to the world, so the math gets weird. You're adding negatives to negatives. 116. 116. Cool. I mean, if I want to get crazy, I could make this 4 separate parts. That sounds like I'm gonna be miserable with myself if I do that. Let's just keep this as it is. We're gonna keep it as 3 simple railings. We're not gonna get stupid with it. Okay, it's lined up now. Let me save. Okay. And this isn't like a one-for-one carryover, because I feel like this really needs to be lined up with that one. Guys, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna quit. It's time. We've been streaming for 2 hours. It's time for us to call it. These prefabs don't need to be the exact same height, because the truth is, where their base is isn't as important as where their height is. Bye, Angry Gory. I'm not angry. I would be like red in the face and yes. Want to pump some iron to get some stress out? I can't stop you, chaps. No, I'm just building it backwards, really. I'm focusing where the steps are as opposed to where the hand railings are, but if you were to look at references, the railings, the top is what's more important. So for real, that's what it is. Disappointment is the right word. But I'll be honest, these do look much cleaner than the conduit. These things. Like, these things didn't look bad, but they absolutely look like electrical panels. Like, especially like this little tab. And again, most people would probably see this and be like, that sure is a railing. But like, why are there boxes on the railing? You know? You're like, these boys are a little bit thick, but they're still a railing, right? To be honest, I have no idea what we're doing. Okay. I'll give you the 30-second rundown. Screaming homeless man. This is Nacht der Untoten, Night of the Living Dead, a map from Call of Duty Black Ops, World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 3. It's the first ever zombies map that was introduced in Call of Duty. I am recreating it in Halo Infinite's Forge. It's all placed brick by brick, basically. Like, if I were just to select some stuff, all of those are individual pieces that I placed myself. It's a lot. All of these are individual pieces I've placed myself. And it basically all started from, like, I pretty much like created like a template, like a guide. Like, this is the pillar I'm going to use. This is the short wall, the medium wall, the large wall, floor, ceiling, etc. And I've just been going through and trying to recreate stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot. Right, so like this staircase is what I'm making here. This might be a very long project. And if I can finish this one, then maybe I'll decide if I want to do another one, but woof. Woof. Either way, guys, we've been streaming for 2 hours. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna quit. We're gonna go out to the outro screen. We're find someone to raid together, and we're turn our little party into their little party. Don't go anywhere, friends. We gotta get someone to raid. We'll be right back.
The lesson I want you to learn is it doesn't matter what you look like. You can be tall or short, or fat or thin, or ugly, or handsome, like your father. You can be black or yellow or white. It doesn't matter. But what does matter is the size of your heart and the strength of your character.
Okay. I forgot who we're gonna raid. We're gonna go ahead and drop a raid over on our friend OMG Floofy, who's currently playing a game called The Legend of Heroes, Kuro no Kisake 2 Crimson Sin. I have never heard of this game, but it looks like a a JMO RPG or a open world exploring game. It's very pretty. Like, the lighting and textures on these character models is very pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid over in their channel. Raid has started. I'm also gonna make sure that Pumpkin Jack puts some information in our chat here. There we go, for us to copy and paste from our chat into their chat. But that is going to be it here for me for our Werewolf Wednesday broadcast. We will be back tomorrow for a Thriller. Yeah, for a Thriller Thursday broadcast. I forgot what day of the week it was. Sorry. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for Thriller Thursday. We'll be doing some more Halo Infinite Forge. Unless, of course, I just delete it and move on with my life. We will see. Either way, friends, thank you all so much for all the love and support for tuning in. As always, there's never been anyone like you. There is no one like you, and there'll never be anyone like you. Love yourselves. Love each other. I love you. We'll see you all next time. Stay spooky. If you excuse me, I have to get back to my coffin. We will see you all later. Have a good evening.